This is basically testimony, or I guess explaining the story, what's going on. I'll begin with almost about 31 pages, basically lost, stolen, and destroyed. Some of them are testimonies and research. Uh, this is basically a testimony that I never authorized any person, personnel, or government official to search or touch my property or my research. Um, or my school research has been published yet. My research continues to be destroyed, stolen, tampered with, disappearing, omitted. Basically everything is, it gets sometimes it gets lost. Sometimes I just can't find it. Sometimes it's just been word I lost, despite my, how I say, my clear testimony to never authorize any person to omit or edit any letter that I've written. I'll begin with some of the research I have stolen. It's an HIV research that I've tried to just recollect the thoughts. The school is MMSOROS, Najeh Naoui Branch 3, uh, Biology. It's a branch of my school, contains some of HIV or microbiology research. It's just been um, some type of humanitarian deed, I guess, but it turned to be a government, I don't know, sugar jar. Until today, the Tunisian government refused to investigate. This research is about nuclear energy and how it affects global warming and energy transfer, which would just also has been stolen. And, I guess deprived of the benefits of any person who are interested in these studies. Also, another research. Also, all of them had been tampered with. They're just copies that I've tried to make of the BS3 biology, introducing the atom theory. Also, it was stolen. The same school, also the same here about faith and religion. It's about the biology scale and how it only the the Noah flood has been mistaken for the Noah flood has been mistaken for ice age, which explain why uh, there's not a lot of fossil as supposed to be, because a cadaver will be easier to dissolve than in uh, than ice. Basically means that most of the fossil that we find, all of the animal had died and buried before the flood. Which is the only explanation I can find so far. Also, the biology scale is that relate Adam to Mother Man. It's about 25 in size, which explain why between T-Rex and lizards, dinosaurs and mammals like camels, um, sharks color, and felines color instinct. Discovery is about the Earth orbit and is a spiral orbit and has about 7 or 8 degree inclination elevation of Earth when it orbits. This research also has been stolen, and same the school account never was never recovered. This another research that I found in Austin, Texas library that relates Semitic language uh, to all other languages and transfer of terms with some abbreviation or elimination or adding of some letters. Shows that some letter that only being spelled different from a language to another. It was discovered in Austin, Texas. Also, the document I think it was discovered in the Holy Dead Sea Scroll, uh, the document of I think Jesus bin Sira. I didn't finish translating the picture of the text. It was stolen. The account also was tampered with and received many assassination threats. Basically, this was made by the hacker killer. Is the Ten Commandments, which I teach in my school. Basically, it's somebody just took the letter from my Ten Commandments. Basically, he just omitted it. The Tunisian government is aware. The problem is 7 years later or 6 years later, and the hackers still omitted and destroying texts. This also study was the research was finished, I think, in Tunisia. It's about the three kingdoms of the Iran, Islam, and Christian, related to David's and the Messiah or Imam and Jesus Christ. Also, I found these documents, and it was also in my school branch. It basically says that Allah, before the translation of the Schofield version of Bible, in Schofield, the word Allah was just omitted and I guess mistranslated to God, and would have solved a lot of controversy and conflicts, ended many wars, saved a lot of terror victims, kidnapping victims, would have stopped a lot of terrorists and suicide bombers. It's also discovery I just presented shows monotheism and Christ as the mediator or as being accepted in many religions, which also would have saved a lot of people and saved a lot of terror hostages and victims. These some of my article or research. It was this one was written to I think Mahdi bin Jim'a, the Prime Minister of Tunisia, and Mustafa Marzouki, and the documents being just tampered with. I couldn't even finish it that easy. Also, after it, I was arrested, threatened, abused, and until today, they just couldn't find the hacker because I believe he's a government official. This is my math theory, or five chapter of my math theory is called proportionality. Basically, also it was tampered with while I was introducing it. The research was tampered with. These are some of my theories, which basically introduce some calculus and number here. These also some theory of mine. It's supposed to be 2, not 3, except was also tampered with, and still haven't got any response. from the governments, even it was lately published. It's also a geometry uh, theory that I have discovered that found the relation between the sides of a triangle, the same thing, being tampered with, and the government still refuse even to investigate. Also, this theory of mine. This is my algorithm theory that I solved I proposed, I think, in 2005. Also was tampered with. Actually, was stolen the same day or the second day. And the government still hasn't even responded to my notices, as if they don't even have internet. Um, this is, I call this the five-door theory. Uh, it's also available on the net. This is my current state, how torture and abuse, basically the abuse and torture after the Tunisian government, the US government, after knowing that I have a problem of being almost castrated in the past, torture continue basically daily without any concern of my safety, no investigation, no investigation whatsoever. This is my current state. As you see here, I have a blood clot on the back of my head. I have some headaches, eyes, and migraines daily. And as you see, it's been published for a while, I think since 2005. The Tunisian government refused to even assist or aid or investigate. This is actually also, if you see the line, is also the migraine place, as if head is being also this one is the blood clot. It's basically is due to everyday torture, abuse, negligence, a lack of assistance or investigation, or basically due to the restriction of the governments on job, travel, movement, even connection or family contact. My dad, who also, which I will explain later, what's engineered addiction and modern murder, is also available on the net. This is how he was murdered. His spot. Also, the document was tampered with because the killer is the same hacker. The misspelling of position and other misspelling mistakes. He was shot. I seen modern murder, and I was basically the only witness. I was never called to testify. Some of my notices to Beji Qaid al-Sibsi, requests of help, aid, assistance, and means of protection was all never responded to. He just ignored me, basically, even as if I don't qualify as a human being. These are some documents also that show some crime happening in Tunisia. Is all ignored and also was tampered with, among many. This is also a report of the crime and how these things in the body goes is also just being omitted, tampered with, things added. Just basically they're trying to and delete any mistakes, any proof of crime. Engineered addiction is also clear, is in Facebook, which also means that they had interfered in the Tunisian election. Also, proof that I never got to. I wanted to nominate myself or get as I get to election to the parliament. I was never allowed even to register. Uh, my social study on Western world and gang affiliation also was stolen. And this account also, this is my school account, was all tampered with and never recovered, depriving me from any benefits, even from the benefit to have friends that might share the same view that can help me in the future, or any financial aid, or any payment. Probably any wrong convicted person would have paid me for using the researches. This is 1999. Basically, notice how I was not allowed for a financial aid, but I was allowed. Well, I wasn't. I was not allowed or qualified for a financial aid because of RCD card. I'm not a member, and I was required to have. Basically, they used to have to. They used to have. They used to be. They used to require them to have these cards in Ben Ali's time. As I said, it says that I was not qualified to get a financial aid, but I was qualified to be castrated. This is my passports. Here, the number. This is my supposed new passports. This is my name, as in Najeh. Now this is my other passports, which issued by the same government and same office with the E. And here is the number. Now you see here, the E hasn't changed, and the E was changed here to an A. From Najeh, I became Najeh, which is a female Najah, and this is the number was changed, and basically they all live by numbers. The records are kept by numbers. The Tunisian government until today would not allow me or even assist me to get a passport. Document about Israel, which was made on dated March 6, 2015, but it was omitted and made the 26th. Basically, it's not. I mean, to me, it is a big deal because it just means that somebody had violated my privacy, violated my research, basically violated every right that I have. I'm not trying to sing or sound like I'm singing, but that's the truth actually. Basically, welcome to Tunisia and the ally, the United States government. My name, identity, and social status was released. Also, my political affiliation or interest, also, which also means uh, my my religious interest, identity. They come handy. Yeah, that's basically all that left was my house address to be murdered. Thing. The other, my name address means it's violation of confidentiality agreements and our privacy, Freedom of Information Act. This is my testimony, which I consider a PhD in law, which basically explain in international treaty that asylum can be issued if the government violated or harmed a person the government is hosting, either by mistake or intentionally, if it results in a significant amount of torture, the person should be offered asylum by the government made a mistake or harmed him, either directly or indirectly. Basically, submitting this application or request to the mayor. Basically, I'm asking for my passports, investigation of forgery, and why I was accused of forging paper, also forging money, which basically defamed me. Also, it's about $50,000 as a good gesture of the government that they are not holding me hostage or assassination target. Also requesting to talk to the president. Also requested the investigation in 13 operation or 13 arrests, wrongful arrest, abuse, torture, anti-Semitism, hacking, destruction of property, stalling, criminal neglect, failure to act, assaults, violation of privacy and private property, anti-Semitism, Nazism, poison and assassination attempt, and medical negligence, which should be today, supposed to be the 16th January 2017. Basically, my health state is I have a hole in my heart. Also, I have pain and genital injuries. I have a blood clot on my head. I have injury in my lungs and head, which means basically all is what happened because of the government's neglect or some type of intelligence phenomena is going on in Tunisia, which I testified against in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today basically is Monday, January 16th, 2017. This is my Tunisia ID cards, and I hope everything will be just fine. Basically, hopefully this will initiate some official to investigate and give me justice. ناجح النووي، جانفي 16/2017. ناجح النووي، جانفي 16/2017. رقم بطاقة تعريف 08-356-180. رقم بطاقة تعريف تونسية 08-356-180.